Was it the boogeyman? Raj, it was the boogeyman.
Oh my goodness, what could we possibly be talking about here?
I've worn the t-shirt especially. John Carpenter is all over me, quite literally.
Before you start, Phil, I will have to say, I get it. I usually have a little chit chat with you in the morning.
Yeah.
We're usually up around the same time. I'm getting ready for work, and I'm getting ready for work. My phone is blowing up. Phil's like, oh my God, I'm freaking out. Oh my God. I'm like, what is he talking about? And then someone has just read some chatter about the trailer of Halloween at Cinemacon, and I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah. Now, you weren't sure about making this video because you're not the biggest Halloween fan.
No, I am a
compared
fan.
Compared to me,
not
probably.
Compared to you. I'm just an average moviegoer.
Yeah.
But I do like the movie Halloween. I think it's probably the most terrifying horror movies ever made. I always refer back to the one scene where it's Michael Myers just standing outside the school in broad daylight. It's freaking terrifying.
Yeah, one of the standout moments of that movie, definitely. It's what scarred me as a kid when I saw it. We'll talk about that in a second, but
okay.
Halloween, in case you don't know, it's blown up all over the internet in the last couple of weeks because obviously the trailer, like you say, was at Cinemacon in Las Vegas. People are going batshit crazy for this. Understandably, I totally get it because it is my favourite film of all time. This was a low-budget movie. It is just a phenomenal movie, and it scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. I saw it when I was about 7 or 8.
How many times have you seen Halloween?
It's got to be more than 80 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
I never get bored of it either.
That's me in the movie Heathers, so.
Okay. So you can understand where I'm coming from.
Exactly. I definitely understand the feeling of fandemonium, and whenever there's a new DC Films trailer drop, I go crazy. So in a couple months, when the Aquaman trailer comes out, your phone will be blowing up in the morning, and you're like, oh my God.
Now, we've seen so many sequels for Halloween. Thankfully, this new movie, this reboot, is going to be ignoring the sequels. It's going to be kind of basically going on from Halloween, the original movie from 1978. It's 40 years on. So Jamie Lee Curtis is obviously a different woman. She's pumping herself up for revenge. She's not so much the victim in this movie, from what I'm led to believe. She is fighting back. So she's basically wanting to kill him.
From what we heard in the trailer, it sounds like this movie is going to be absolutely terrifying as well, which I think is kind of what we need. It's a good time for make a really good horror movie right now.
Oh, definitely.
Horror movie with brains, yeah.
Well, there seem to be so many good movies now, horror movies, that go back to that ideal of wanting to be scared rather than just showing lots of gore and being sensationalist. I think a lot of horror movies are kind of, you know, going back to how it started, which of course is where John Carpenter was frightening us back in the late 70s. This new movie is directed by David Gordon Green. I don't know much about him. I know he made the movie Pineapple Express, comedy movie. Did you see that?
I have. Completely unmemorable, but interesting. It's comedy.
Yeah. I mean, I must admit, there's nothing in his list of movies that he's made that I've seen or know about. So,
well, this could be his shining moment, really.
I think it could be.
A lot of directors cut their teeth on scripts that they're maybe given from their agents or whatnot, and you know, maybe his deep-seated passion is to make a Halloween movie that everyone wants to see. So,
well, it sounds like he's definitely going to do it justice. It's written by him, co-written with Danny McBride, who starred in Alien Covenant, which I still haven't seen. Have you seen that yet?
Yes, I've seen it. Of course I've seen it.
I kind of don't want to be disappointed though, because I love the original 2 movies.
Well, I will tell you that Alien Covenant is absolutely terrifying as well. Very well done. There's some scenes in there that are just, oh my God, aliens gone crazy. It's just see it.
Yeah. Anyway, back to Halloween. The 11th installment, but it's going to feel like the second, I think, because obviously it's disregarding all the other sequels, which by Jamie Lee Curtis's comments at Cinemacon, she thought they were shit in the 90s.
My favourite was Halloween H2O actually in the 90s. I actually quite like that one.
Yeah, a lot of the fans, you know, a lot of the fanboys like me, they said that's probably one of the better ones.
And Michelle Williams and Josh Hartnett, so very 90s.
It's more like your typical modern horror, isn't it?
Yeah.
Modern Hollywood horror.
Yeah. So, paint a picture for me at the end of Halloween, what happens?
So the end of the original Halloween, and obviously this is going to be a spoiler if you haven't seen it, but it's about time you
But
caught
it's been
up
now
in the
since
end.
1978,
I know, yeah.
right? So I think we're allowed to talk about it.
Michael Myers is obviously terrorising babysitters in Haddonfield. By the sounds of this new movie, they're keeping that neighbourhood-centric feel as well. So obviously it's going to be very faithful to the original.
But I remember from the very end, like, or maybe I'm wrong, but it's just like the camera is looking through the costumed eyes.
Oh, that's at the beginning.
That's at the beginning.
Yeah, that's Michael Myers when he's a kid.
Okay, so what happens at the end?
So at the end, Michael Myers has been terrorising. He's killed a few girls in the neighbourhood, a few babysitters, friends of Jamie Lee Curtis's character, is Laurie Strode. She's about to be killed, and she's looking after kids watching Halloween movies on Halloween night. So it's basically the end of Halloween night, and it's the combination of all these other horrific events. Michael Myers eventually gets shot by Donald Pleasance. So you see him going over the balcony because he's just been shot, but then you see him disappear. So it's almost like the camera is panning round all the rooms and the areas where Michael Myers has been before, as if he's a ghost. So it gives the impression that he's still living, even though he has disappeared and he's been shot.
Well, according to the trailer description, yeah, he's in prison or some sort of mental institution, and some YouTuber gives him a mask, and then it, I think, flips a switch and he goes back to his old ways.
Which is what happened in the original movie, because obviously he was, locked up and treated.
So many layers.
And he escapes in the original movie, so it is very similar. But I don't think it's going to copy the original. I think it's going to give us something new and fresh. And I think there's a modern detective TV reality show type element to it as well, which is quite interesting.
Really looking forward to seeing it. That and the teeth.
See, that is the scene that everybody's talking about, where a girl is in a cubicle, in a toilet cubicle, and he's obviously just killed someone, either in the cubicle next door or in the room next door, and he drops bloody teeth onto her thing while she's doing her business. So Jamie Lee Curtis, obviously she's going to look a little bit different in this movie, because she looks a bit more weathered and a bit more rustic.
That's an interesting way. That's an interesting way to put it.
Be terrorised though. I like the fact that they're spinning it so she's getting her revenge, but that whole kind of element of her being chased and terrorised, I think is terrifying. Obviously, other girls are going to be.
I look forward to seeing it, but watching her recent work in Scream Queens, it's painting a picture for me. So I'm really looking forward to seeing her.
Did you like Scream Queens?
Yeah, I loved it. It was great. But
see, she was quite
ballsy.
Quite ballsy in that too, yeah. So maybe she's gonna.
So maybe she's bringing a little bit of that to this new Halloween movie.
Yeah. So Halloween, out on the 19th of October. They still haven't dropped the trailer yet. So
we haven't done any trailer reaction videos yet, because we've been having conversations if we should do this or not. Yeah. So I think when this trailer drops, I need to run over here. We need to do a trailer reaction video.
Because believe me, I'm not going to be able to wait around for you to get over to watch this trailer. Thank you very much for watching. As always, don't forget to support us by liking this video and sharing it with people that you know as well. And we'll see you on the next video.